If you are wondering where the heck I am, well, to be honest, so am I. I had no plans to end up here today, but when life drops you on a random beach, you better grab your camera and make the most out of it, because that's all the footage you're gonna get that day. To make things even better, my kayak's engine decided to call it quits, and when things just refuse to go your way, sometimes the best move you can do is just to take a nap, which is exactly what I did in this situation. But let's rewind a bit, because this entire day did not go as planned at all.
Welcome to Koh Loi. Hey guys, I'm in Chonburi and I am on the little island called Ko Loi, which is right behind me. And the reason I am here is to get access to this deluxe launching spot and try to launch to the sea for the first time. The thing is, I haven't even realized that this is an island. But it is an island and they made a bridge to it. So you can get access all the way from the mainland. The reason I came here is just to launch the boat. But since I realized this is a proper island, I'm going to do a video about it, right? We have to document it as well, so let's go explore a little bit. There is a nice little hill in front that we can go up, and there seems to be like a temple, so we're gonna do a little hike on top of that hill. So when I was looking yesterday on the Google Maps on this island, I had no idea there will be such a little hill. It looked pretty flat on the maps, so we have to climb it. We can't just leave it like that, right? There is probably some temple. We're gonna check out the temple and then get ready for the launch. And we've reached the top. There's a little temple in here. Couple of stands selling stuff. And here is the goal for today. Our goal is to reach Sichang in front, and it has about 7 or 8 or 9 little islands that we can hopefully all visit. Quite nice view, nice weather, little breeze, and it's not crazy hot. Something happened in Thailand in the last 2 days and it's been like 15 degrees in the night, pretty chill. Alright, now we're going to get ready on kayak and we'll try to reach Ko Sichang, which is quite far, and I'm not sure how it will go because I've never been on the open waters. Alright, let's get back down and get ready. There is also a pier on this island where you can catch a ferry to Sichang every hour for just 50 baht one way.
Alright guys, we have successfully launched from that tiny little island. It took me forever to get everything ready because I didn't know what I will need. I'm planning quite a trip, so let's see how far we can go. And yeah, definitely there is lots of more waves.
Everything went pretty smoothly at first, even though the waves started to get bigger and bigger as I left the shore, splashing water all over the boat, including the engine and the battery box. but nothing too crazy that would make me worry about capsizing. The waves were still big enough that could potentially knock me off the boat if I got hit from the wrong angle, so I had to focus on steering while holding tightly at the same time. I didn't even have time to set up my GoPro, so I don't have any footage after leaving the shore. Then, about 2-3 kilometers in, something happened and the engine suddenly switched off. I quickly tried to restart it, which worked in the last video, but this time it only went in reverse. And since I lost propulsion, I effectively lost the steering and control over the boat. I didn't exactly have time to troubleshoot in the middle of these growing waves, so I quickly disengaged the engine and started pedaling to regain control of the boat and avoid getting swept sideways by the waves. At this point, I also decided to abandon my attempt to reach Sichang and turn back instead. I also decided not to fight the waves, but to ride with the flow instead, which carried me a few kilometers south from where I started. Eventually landed on this random beach in the middle of the nowhere.
Alright, change of plan, no Sichang today. Something happened to the motor and it stopped. And when I restarted it and only went backwards, and the wave starts getting a little bit high, so I didn't want to risk it and just turn around. I was about 2 kilometers, maybe 3. So I turned around, pedal back, and I actually landed quite far from where I started. I've seen some random beach, so I landed here. So I will chill a little bit here because I'm a bit tired. I had to pedal all the way back and I go back. Yeah, I think one of the connectors in the back are not very waterproof and that's probably why it's a little bit shorted. So I clean it up, dry it up, and hopefully we will be good.
And so, even though I ended up on a completely different beach than I'd planned, why not make the most of it and try out some of my new addition to my camping gear, like this Lazada hammock I recently purchased. I had my full camping setup with me and even considered pitching my tent and staying overnight, but after spotting a bunch of random soy dogs wandering around, I thought maybe not, and instead I spent a few hours just relaxing, drying out my gear and taking a nap.
I'm chilling in my hammock now because I'm quite tired. Can have a nap here.
But as the sun started to dip, it was time to pack up and head back. I figured I would give the engine one last shot, maybe it would magically start working again once everything was dry, but nope, it gave off a bit of smoke and that was its final goodbye. Completely dead since. Looks like I will need to get in touch with FeelFree and hope they can sort it out for me. On the bright side, the pedals still work and the battery seems healthy, so not all bad news, and I was able to get back no problem. I had to navigate through this farming setup that was all over the water. I try to keep my eyes for any unexpected waves, and when some bigger ones started rolling in, I had to adjust my course to ride with them instead of getting smashed from the sides. Lesson learned from earlier. Once things calmed down, I steered back on track. Eventually, I made it all the way back to where I started. Not the day I had planned for sure, but definitely one I won't forget. I'm back on the shore now. Took me about 1 hour pedaling to get back. Just got myself mango smoothie to end the day, but there are some bad news with that motor. I need to check it out. Also my battery was flooded when I got back. Turns out it was a good idea to put the battery connectors up, so it's still working, it's fine. It was only a little bit of water in there. So yeah, these sea waters will be a bit rough, so we'll have to be a bit more careful, but we will have to get the motor sorted, and I'm going back to car now. So that's all from today's video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.